I'm getting pretty far, actually. Damn far, actually. Like, this is actually doable. Until this shit happens. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why am I commentating while I'm playing? Well, that's just me trying something out new, boys and girls. Don't be alarmed. Also, if I seem rusty in this video, that's because I haven't booted X6 up in like so long. So, just trying to get readjusted. But anyway, before jumping to Central Museum, I have to reiterate that I personally feel that X6's difficulty is exaggerated, like overly exaggerated, especially by the reviewers who take it upon themselves to cover it. I feel like it needs sort of a perspective from someone who actually knows what they're doing in these games. Yeah, X6 isn't all sunshine and rainbows, as I'm sure you could guess. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why I feel like this stage is an exception and it deserves every bit of criticism that it has. I'll cover these aspects of why it's the worst Mega Man stage, period. Well, in my opinion. The uncreative enemy variety, or lack of, RNG hell, nightmare shenanigans, and breaking the formula that makes a Mega Man game, well, a Mega Man game. Alrighty, so, wait. That is so wrong. Much better. Okay, so I'm sure you've noticed that I've gone into Central Museum as the first stage, and anyone can tell you that's a horrible idea. I'm really doing that because the point of this video is to go through the stage, no damage, with the bare essentials, which is what you start off with. And that's actually going to prove a big point at the end of the video. So for now, let's suffer. Suffer real bad. And anyone can tell you that, hey, that's actually impossible. And I actually would be inclined to believe them. Like, look at that shit. This room again. I swear, this is like if I had an arch enemy and they really wanted to kill me, they would just have to give me this room and I've lost. Seriously. Not this room again. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. See, this is why this enemy placement, man, it is the worst. And it's so uncreative. Okay, this is one of the more easier rooms. Keyword easy. Until you get hit by a rock. Which that one was actually completely my fault. Ah, what? That rock literally came out of nowhere. With no warning whatsoever. It's certainly better than any other worse room. You see? Freaking rocks. Gotta love rocks, am I right? Jesus Christ. What? Ah, I didn't even see him. Okay, jumping out of the live commentary for now. Here's one of the first points of why this stage is awful. Remember how I said uncreative enemy variety earlier? Well, that's technically wrong because there isn't any variety. This stage literally barfs out nightmares 99% of the way, crams them into as many brain-dead formations as possible, and just conveniently forgot that a Mega Man game has more than one enemy type in a stage. Sure, you've got the totem poles at the main hub of the stage, but you can hardly call that an obstacle, especially on normal mode where it's nowhere near as aggressive. Rocks? The hell, man? Those aren't even enemies. While we're on that subject, let's talk about the nightmare viruses themselves. They're easily the most durable non-boss enemies in the game. Their attacks are fast, faster on extreme of course, and they can disappear at random and then randomly reappear in any 8 directions revolved around you. You basically have to play rock paper scissors with the damn thing and hope it doesn't go anywhere near the direction you choose. Sometimes they just appear out of nowhere when they aren't even supposed to be in a certain spot. Like, seriously, where the fuck did he come from? I can guarantee you a nightmare is not supposed to spawn from that spot. That is crazy. You know, this wouldn't be such a big deal if this stage was filled with, say, a bunch of Matars? Then it'd just be straight up uncreative and poses no challenge at all. But when you fill the entire stage with the game's most difficult and broken enemies, that's just true artificial difficulty. I honestly feel like that term is overused because people don't know what that actually means when they criticize X6. This is artificial difficulty, ladies and gents. Throwing an army of the game's hardest enemies at you when it's not even the final stage, and then placing them into the weirdest and nonsensical places, that just means they didn't even try to think of clever platforming. We'll get to that soon. And then just slap them into random spots. This feels less of a Mega Man game and more like the devs just had a field day with an experiment that went horribly wrong. Now, the only fix for this is to just not play the game on extreme mode. Nightmares don't teleport on normal mode, and their little spear shots are like really slow, while they also fire less. But if you do that, then what's the point of even extreme mode? Mega Man games are supposed to be strategic but fast-paced platforming. There shouldn't be at any point where you have to slow your momentum down entirely just to work around a busted enemy and abuse on and off screen mechanics, and then deal with the dozen more of them crammed into one room. RNG, you are such a bastard. I bet I'm gonna get the worst room again. See? Oh my god, I literally called that. This is the worst room. Seriously, whoever thought integrating random rooms into a stage like this is just on some freaking drugs, man. And I got the room again. Really? Capcom, if you're hearing me, the guy who thought this was a good idea, fire him immediately. GG. GG. This one's probably the easiest room. Just have to not screw up. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to do that a lot. Just hit and run with this. Wait for him. There we go. I always want to use that guy as bait, even though it's kind of screwed up, but I mean, it's a strategy, so we gotta roll with it. You know what? I won't even say anything if I get that room again. Okay, here's this room again. Now see, there were spikes there last time. Oh, why am I doing this? Oh, hey, an easy section. I wonder if I'll get that easy room again. Because that one actually was my fault. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if you noticed it, but it's slightly different. Oh, I'm gonna cover that in a bit. Oh shit. That was my fault. Alrighty, boys and girls. I bet you can't guess which room I'm gonna get $10 on the worst room. That is just comical. These rocks, man. And you know, the nightmares are only like half of the battle. You wanna know what the other half is? These damn rocks, man. Whoever thought randomized rocks in random directions was a good idea? And this part is a prime example of that. You have to be so preemptive with these rocks, it's not even funny. Like, that would have hit me if I dropped straight down. And that doesn't happen all the time. That's so stupid. Oh boy. And you thought I wasn't going to talk about the RNG. This is the main chunk of why this just doesn't work as a concept for a level. While having portals that take you to randomized spots is innovative and no other stage has done it before, the devs went the wrong way about it, man. RNG for different rooms, fine. RNG for different rooms and the platform structure is altered at random? Hell nah. You can go in one room and have spikes in certain pits that weren't there before, or in the vertical room where the extra block platforms are attached to others and will block your path. Because in that room, you need to stay to the left and speed through as quick as possible. Any other way is just stalling and playing Tom and Jerry with the nightmares. But when the platform structure shifts so much, consistency is non-existent when you have to alter the strategy constantly. Oh, and how about them rocks? I think the footage of me getting slugged by the rocks speak for themselves, but I have to reiterate that they literally appear anywhere and at random. Sometimes they won't even appear at all. You should never have to halt like you're at a damn stop sign and wait for the rocks that fly by. That's like having to stop while you're driving on a road that gives you the right of way because some jackass decided to cut you off from the side road with no priority. And yes, that's actually happened to me a lot when I drive. Now, on to the final point and what will seal the deal. I'll play a final clip from that recording session, then wrap this up. You know, I'm not gonna say anything until I get to the room. Hopefully this one will bring it up. No. I'll probably get it in the next one if I clear it. Go. Okay. Okay, we're finally past the first totem pole. Man, that is crazy. And I would get this room. This one's the worst. I take back what I said about the other room. This one's the worst. Mainly because of the ending of this room. You'll see in a little bit if I don't get hit by a rock. That is so messed up to say. Come on. Okay, more rocks. Okay, that's good. Okay, here we go. This is why this part sucks. Not that. You know what, I'll just keep going just to show you, because this is stupid. You see these nightmares down here? They'll start shooting the moment you get down here. So that doesn't really give you a lot of time to sneak in and take advantage of an opening. It's just impossible. You can only do this with Rakoha, which will basically nuke them all. Or you can go up with Yamura option and just rush them. But you can't do that if you don't have any skills. And you see, that's the main point I have to make here. This isn't a Mega Man stage. A Mega Man stage would let you go through any stage in any order with the bare essentials and you wouldn't have a problem like this. This is stupid. Because you're stuck here just dodging the entire time. And eventually you're going to tire out like how I am now. So, my little rant there summed that up almost perfectly, but I'll get into more detail. Yes, I personally feel that while this stage is doable with the bare essentials, it takes way more work than necessary. Mega Man games always had that non-linear progression of the 8 stages going for it, but Central Museum's RNG in the Nightmare Virus Army discourages you from taking it on first. Without Red Koha to nuke the problematic rooms, and squeeze into air combo quick kill nightmares, and most importantly, Yamar options to have better crowd control options. Please, man, don't do this. It's not a fun time. This isn't a Mega Man level. It's Toho with nightmares. Toho with nightmares. Holy crap, no one make a ROM hack of that, please. You shouldn't have to go and get other skills when the game makes this stage readily available to play. Again, it's doable, but not smart or worth it. I did get pretty far with this little one-off challenge, since that room you saw me in at the very beginning of this video only spawns after the last 2 totem poles before Ground Scaravich, who I won't mention in detail. That little punk isn't even considered a threat. All that pain to get to him only for him to be a lackluster boss. Please. Maybe when I'm in the mood for more suffering, I'll record a one-time run of the stage with base 0. But yeah, whether you play as X or 0, you're at a heavy disadvantage in this stage. Despite how broken 0 is, it's actually a little worse for him because he can't pick off the nightmares from a distance as well as base Falcon X can. Unarmored X, on the other hand, whew, rest in peace. Again, doable, but not worth it. Now, there are strategies I thought of to get me through the problem spots I mentioned unscathed, but I'll save those for if I want to ever make a follow-up video with that one-off run. Point is, X6 is still a fun game, despite its flaws, and the difficulty is exaggerated a bit in my opinion, but this stage, this piece of shit, I've got no defense for it. And unless you're a challenge runner like me, please do yourself a favor and just don't play this stage on extreme mode. Save the game, reload on normal, then beat it, then reload on extreme. Please, just don't willingly suffer for the sake of challenge like me, because Central Museum's definition of challenge on extreme is unrealistic, and it feels like the real final stage of the game in my opinion. Anytime I do a no damage run of X6, I consider the run a success if I can make it through this unscathed. I was going to do another X6 run after X5 when I upload that, but then this stage was the first thing that came to mind. I was just like, nope, 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 nope. I'd rather play X7. Please don't make me run X7.